I got mine out of the bag. It's a bit wrinkled, but it should be alright. Everybody else is ready. I look at Mikey. Of course he's already gazing at Natsuki. Dick. I approached him. I really want to hear what Natsuki thinks of his poem. She reads Mikey's poem. She keeps glancing at him and at the poem. It looks like she read several times already. Is she trying to find something to say? Is it that bad? No, it's not. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? Okay. He's so straightforward. He never says something like that to me. I'll tell you, you... Natsuki stops talking. Looks like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Maybe he's been a little too straightforward. She reads the poem again. Suddenly she lets go of it. Her hands are shaking. I have to use the bathroom. Deuces. What's wrong with her? I wish I could go check on her. But that would only bother her. Is she too embarrassed? This is unusual. I don't know if it's a bad thing though. At least for Mikey. Monica approaches him. She looks a bit concerned. Hey, Mikey? Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? How could she even think about that? Reasons. Mikey would never intentionally hurt someone. He's too good of a person to do that. You sure about that? No. I just told her that. Suddenly, he looks hesitant. Not that I doubted it before, but I'm now completely sure that he's trying to impress Natsuki. I wonder how far he'll go just to do so. Maybe if I try to impress him as well, he'd start liking me too. But it's too late now. She stares at the poem on the floor and picks it up. Mikey looks kind of embarrassed. She reads it, though. She reads it. Shit. She reads through it. Fuck. She looks amused. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? So she's fully aware of it, too. Man, yeah. Every time I blush, my eyes disappear, too. I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day, too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Mikey? What is she talking about? Fourth wall break. We don't have time to explain that right now. She's acting a little bit weird. Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind. I'm just kidding. Her voice is shaking a bit, but Mikey doesn't seem to notice that she's nervous. Is it because of his presence? Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Natsuki quietly enters the room. Mikey and Monica don't notice. She waits a few seconds and approaches Monica. Hey! She takes the poem from Monica's hands. Her hair is wet. Did she wash her face or something? Did you read this, Monica? Of course, I liked it. Ugh. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know? You have a bad habit of doing that. Monica looks a bit surprised. Yikes. Does Natsuki think this poem is for her? It is in a way, but I didn't even get to read it yet. Eh? But Mikey wrote this poem. And we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Ooh. Fuck. I guess he thought that she was going to keep it before everyone else got a chance to read it. She hesitates for a bit. Okay, well, I think Mikey's done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. I want to read it. Why does she want to keep it that much? She's unfair. If you insist. Wait, what? Okay, that didn't happen. That did not happen in the original game. That's different now. This whole thing was in the original game, and now this part's different. Where no one gets to see the poem. Natsuki just keeps it. Wow. Okay. Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Ugh. Never mind. She's still not giving it back to Mikey. Won't I get to read it? Natsuki? I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. What about Yuri? He thought about me? I feel slightly better now. I wasn't expecting him to think about me at all. Wait, did she say if you insist in the original game? Wow, I might have forgotten now. I thought I remembered every single dialogue of the original game, kind of, and everything that happens. Huh. I don't know. Now I'm completely lost about that. So what? Well, I guess Mikey's right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. She hands Mikey his poem. I feel so relieved. It's not like she's going to like it, though. How could she speak on my behalf? She doesn't know what I think. What is this I'm feeling? My heart hurts, but it's not sadness. It's not jealousy either. Is it because of Natsuki and what she said? I don't hate her, but I can't let her act like that. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. She hands Mikey her poem. I can see she's trying to hide a smile. Such a bittersweet feeling when I look at those two. I'm such a horrible person. Mikey reads the poem several times. After finishing it, he looks all happy. I've rarely seen such a grin on his face. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Why is she acting so smug all of a sudden? She's really trying to impress him. I understand that. But does it justify her behavior? I can't really say anything. Nothing can justify my behavior. I was going to say behavior either. I don't know why I was going to add that in, but I'm off today, aren't I? I should start going to bed. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with such simple analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? That would be me. Wow. Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. I love to relate to her poem, if only I could read it. But since I didn't even share mine when I arrived, I doubt she'd want to show me hers. It's a lot. This is, like, very sad for Sayori. Like, with her thoughts and everything, it's so sad. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Oh wait, that was not Suki, was it? Oops. I didn't do her voice. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. The feeling I had a minute ago is gone now. I didn't know Natsuki thought about that kind of thing. Is it because she could relate to it? I wish I could be as expressive. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. Suddenly, Natsuki's expression softens. She looks much calmer. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday. But I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thanks for being honest. His smile looks so genuine. Will I be able to smile like that one day? Oh. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow, too, okay? Alright, I will. Yeet. Natsuki takes a manga out of the closet and sits on the floor to read. Is she humming? Natsuki humming? What? Monica and she already read the poem, so I guess Mikey has to choose between me and Yuri now. Choose. Like this is some kind of game. About that. It's just stupid. Just as I expect, he walks towards Yuri. Fuck! I'm not even surprised. Mikey smiles at Yuri and hands her his poem. Let's see what you've written for today. She smiles back and she starts reading it. This is pretty good, Mikey. Were you influenced by everyone's writing styles yesterday? I think there's one specific person who's been influencing him, actually. Natsuki! I sound so bitter. This isn't like me. I feel like I'm becoming another person. I need to shut up. What's just your thoughts? I guess you could say that. I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes. So I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. This sounds so much like me. However, if I don't actively think, I end up writing stupid things. Or making stupid drawings. I remember the drawing I made yesterday. I want to burn it. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. Fucker. I slightly smile. Maybe I could try that. I feel a bit inspired. I know I won't feel this way this evening, so I should enjoy it while I can. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri simply nods. She timidly hands over her poem, and Mikey gently takes it. I can see that he's taking his time to read it. Is there a problem with her handwriting? Just the script, it's hard to read the scripts. It really is. Yuri hesitates a bit, but she decides to talk first. Was Mikey waiting for her to do so? I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. This just makes me want to read it all the more. Read it all the more? Is that really what it just said? Is that proper, or am I just stupid? I'm just gonna go with I'm stupid. The metaphors I read in Parfait Girls yesterday really picked... Wait. There's a Q for that? Wait. I feel like I've never seen that before. But whatever. My interest. But it seems that Mikey only used this word as a way to say he doesn't understand her poem. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well played. That was subtle. Mikey is good with words. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I was going to say their own words at first, and I combined it with words and way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Whew. I really need to sleep after this day. I'm tired. Suddenly I remember what I saw when I went to get the supplies. My heart starts racing a bit. Uh-oh. Don't pop up. Is that what she meant by unusual hobbies? So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Huh? Did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Exactly what I thought. Did these two talk to each other, or was it a pure coincidence? She did? Yeah. I thought you knew. Wow, that's awkward. She was talking about how it doesn't matter that you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. I mean, yeah. I mean, she's right about that. That's kind of straight facts. She's right. Is this different dialogues? Or is it because I never went this route before? Because literally when I did, like, the original game, Sayori was always first. Then I think it was Natsuki that I usually went with. And usually third is just either Yuri or Monica. I think that's what it was. It was literally, like, last summer, so I need to look back at that. I know Sayori was always first because she was my favorite. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? You can't really judge someone by their general appearance or behavior. You never know what's hiding underneath someone's certain personality trait. Can someone let me know in the comments if this actually was if this was actually a dialogue in the main game? Because I never went this kind of way before. where it was like always Natsuki first and then Yuri second. Never went that way before. Yuri should know. After what I saw earlier. Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry. I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. Alright then. Mikey nods and gives her the poem back. It's my turn now. What will he think of my poem? Will he think it's edgy? Will he understand it? Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all. Hey, Sayori. Feeling okay? Since when does he care about me? I grin at him. It almost feels like a real smile. He chuckles a bit and hands me his poem.
Bruh.
You really drew Natsuki on the poem. Are you telling me no one noticed that? No one? How does no one bring that up? How do you not, like, mod the game for someone to do that? It's so fucking stupid. You're a sad fuck, MC. Jesus Christ. His poem. His poem was beautiful, but... did he draw Natsuki? At this point, he's not even trying to hide it anymore. Is this why Natsuki reacted the way she did earlier? No, she would have mentioned it. So, maybe she didn't see it? One thing's for sure, his drawing skills have improved greatly for it only being one day. I might as well just ignore it and act all enthusiastic for his poem. Also, the reason why I didn't really read the poem was because it's just the words. It's just from the poem minigame that if you pick those words, it would be Natsuki that you're choosing. That's really all it is. So, I didn't really care about that. Ooh! I like this one, Mikey. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. Is it that obvious? That drawing is getting all my attention. I can't concentrate on the poem itself. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. Wow. No. I still like this poem, I promise. Well, this one, it said. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Mikey. Never, ever. I want to punch myself in the face. Isn't this what I'm doing every day? Lying to him? Of course it's for his own good, but I can't forgive myself for that. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? Mikey looks so disappointed. It's all my fault. I shouldn't have given him my thoughts on his poem. And I can't even tell him why I feel the way I do. Just, why would he draw Natsuki like that? It's bugging me. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I can tell it's doubting me. He's doubting me, I mean. I don't think he really believes me. This is true, though. Feelings are important when it comes to poems. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah? Me neither. That's the truth. I can't really tell what I enjoy. Happy poems feel too fake, yet sad poems feel too real. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? I'm just getting nervous. What I'm saying is plain stupid. That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. What? Getting hurt? Does he suspect something? No, it doesn't look like he does. He can't be concerned about me. No, he's just trying to be nice. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. You're such a dick. He looks like he's waiting for me to tell him what kind of poems I like. What am I supposed to say? Anyway, let's see. What do I like in the poem I wrote this morning? I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. What am I saying? I'm too nervous. I don't even know why. But now that I think about it, the poem I wrote is bittersweet. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. How am I supposed to explain why I like sad things? I don't even know why myself. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain clouds a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. I love that metaphor. I'm sure Mikey will find it stupid. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Did he really like it? Maybe he won't hate my poem that much after all. Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Mikey. I should go write that down then. Technically, I already did. I don't know if he'll pick up on the metaphors I used in my poem. You can read my poem now, okay? I hand him my poem. I'm feeling even more nervous than before. Am I scared of what he'll say? Holy crap. Oh no. I'm sure he hated it. I knew I shouldn't have. Sayori, did you really write this? What? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? I'm acting all confident, but the truth is I really didn't expect this reaction. Is it a good or a bad thing? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. I nervously giggle. Monica told me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. A shiver runs down my spine at the thought of what happened in the empty classroom. In touch with my feelings. Yeah. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Oh, god damn it. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. Was I too clear in my poem? Please don't find out, please. That's a bad thing, though. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. I sigh. That was close. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. Didn't Monica say that before, like, in the original game? I feel like she did. Usually I'd be lying about that. but somehow the poem I wrote this morning wasn't too bad. Monica was right. Writing is a good way to express ourselves. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Yeah, fuck. Isn't this a bit too much? I never know where to stop. Don't get ahead of yourself. He gives me my poem back and heads over to the table. I'm really relieved that he liked it. Honestly, it makes me feel a little better about myself. I almost forgot about what I saw today, thanks to him. He's got that positive aura around him, I guess.